Dara, I suppose, how's the mood ahead of the final game of the 12-point campaign?
Yeah, it's good. The mood's good. Everybody's come in. There's been a buzz around. Obviously, it's exciting meeting back up with the lads. It hasn't been too long since we've been back in camp, so it's quite fresh as well. But yeah, it's good.
You were faced obviously with Andrew Moran. How's he doing?
Yeah, yesterday he looked really exciting in training when he came in. I think you could see everybody kind of speaking to someone saying how good he was. I've known about Andrew for a while, and yeah, it's the first time seeing him like in the flesh, and yeah, really excited about what he has to offer. He's a great talent, and yeah, I'm really happy he's with us.
You're obviously in one of the more competitive positions in the group with Liam Scales here yesterday. How are you responding to that kind of competition with so many options that Andrew has if he plays two central defenders or three?
Yeah, look, competition's good. It's what you want. You want to be pushed. You want to have to keep yourself accountable and play well to get your position. Obviously Liam's done excellent. He's doing really well at Celtic and playing the Champions League, which is just great for him. And you know, he's had a good come up to get where he is now. Played with him for a while, and yeah, I love playing with him. But yeah, competition's great. I think especially in defence, you know, it's really good at the minute. And obviously you've got some players injured, Seamus and John as well, coming back to the fold when they're fit. So yeah, it's a good time to be an Irish player.
Look, it's obviously been a difficult campaign. It's obviously a difficult week for the manager as well. Do you feel, as a group, of course, it's tough, it's away against the Dutch, do you feel that there's one big result in you to try and end this campaign on a high?
That's the aim, of course. Obviously we know that we can't qualify, but again, it's an international game, it's a competitive game again, against a great side away, and you know, we want to do something special as a group, and if that's all we can do right now, that's what we want to do. You know, is beat the Netherlands away, and we know how much it means to the nations and ourselves and the manager too.
Ashley?
Yeah, Dara, it's not been an easy time for Stephen Kenny. Is that something that you talked about as a squad at all?
Look, obviously the results haven't been good, and I think that's just known to everyone. Obviously we all want to do really well for the manager. We all enjoy playing for him, and you know, he's been great to all of us, especially a lot of the younger lads. You know, bringing us in and making us feel a part of the group, and you know, giving a lot of us our first Irish caps. It's just something that we owe to him.
Do you feel it would be important to try and get a win for him in a way?
Definitely. I think for ourselves, obviously we've ambitions and aims to do well for the country, and also for him. You know, the group loves him, and you know, I think we really deserve something like that, and he does as well.
How have you found him as manager?
I've really enjoyed him. He's had me at 21, so I've known him a long time, and he's brought me in and integrated me into the group, and I've played a lot of games for him. And yeah, he's been great. You know, it's been a good journey we've been on, and you know, I'm hoping there's more time.
Gavin?
Hi Dara. What can you take from the game against the Netherlands in Dublin into this game on Saturday?
I think we can take the start of the game as a massive positive for us. You know, we started the game really well, and could have been 3 goals up in the first half. You know, we pressed excellently and won the ball in key areas, and you know, we can take positives from that. Obviously the game didn't fall our way in a whole, but you know, you've got to look at the positives, and obviously there is 10 points where we know we need to improve, and obviously having played them previously, it kind of gives you a helping hand as to what you're going to come up against.
Yeah. I mean, can you play in that, like, that start, you were so aggressive from the start in that game, like you say, the pressure really high. Can you play the same way away to the Dutch, or is it, you can't call for slightly different?
I think we can, yeah. I don't think there's any reason why we can't. You know, that was kind of our identity, and it has been throughout this campaign. Doesn't matter if you're home and away, you've got to try and make an impact and silence the crowd, so I think that's a great way to do it.
Eddie?
And I suppose there's always been a sense with the team over the past 3 years that the performances like the 2 games against Portugal, that fight, there's always a sense that the results were going to start coming, and that something was going to click and the results would start coming. It didn't happen. From a player's perspective, is there any sense of what was just the missing link from the team, just take the next step?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I'm not really too sure. I think, you know, we've been unlucky in lots of scenarios, and it's come down to fine margins, and you know, that's football at the end of the day. Obviously we're learning as a squad. It's quite a young group, you know what I mean. International football is so different from club level. You know, you've only got that short period of time, and you've got different players coming in and whatnot, and learning the style of play. I think a lot of it is luck as well. You know, there's fine margins when it comes to football, and I think we could put some of that down to that.
Questions, guys? Paul, ahead, thank you.
Dara, just sum up your club season so far. Obviously, you're back in the Premier League, but it's been a tough time for Burnley.
Yeah, it's been tough, obviously, club-wise. Haven't got as many points on the board as we would have liked to have had. Probably found it a bit tough at the start, just finding my feet in a new system under a new manager who kind of demands a lot from you. But for me personally, I'm learning a lot. It's been great for me to kind of open up to a new club. Obviously, I've been at West Brom for 8 years previously, so it's my first time at a new club and learning new things and meeting new people like that. But yeah, I'm trying to take as many positives from it as possible. Obviously, it's a results-based game. We want points, we need to stay up, and I think they will come soon.
How tricky is that trying to learn a new system or playing under a new manager when you're under the spotlight of a Premier League kind of environment on a week-to-week basis?
Yeah, obviously I think in most scenarios it's okay, but the manager himself, it's a company, he demands a lot from you, and there's so much to learn. I was kind of briefed on that previously before I signed, but didn't really expect it to be what it was when I got there. And yeah, we've quite a young squad there as well, and he's trying to get information on board to everyone, so there's a lot of information to take on. But we're slowly getting there, you know. He told me at the start of the season it's going to take you time to get it, and I'm slowly coming around to it now, and I feel like I'm becoming a better player.
Hey, Peter, just talk. There was a spell there in the season when you weren't even on the bench. Was that? How did Vincent explain that to you in terms of that complete exclusion?
Yeah, it was tough mentally, to be fair. There wasn't really much words said to me, to be honest. Don't know why that was. I think that's just the way he handles things. So I kind of had to get my head around that and work hard and put myself back in the frame, which I have done. I've been playing consistently for the last however many games now, and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, it was a tough period.
I presume you go to home games, I presume you travel for away games as well, but the lads go in and get stripped and you're just in the stand.
Yeah, it's not easy. You know, I think obviously when you're injured you can kind of accept it because you can't possibly play, but when you're fit and you're ready and you're trying to do everything on the training pitch right and you just don't get selected, it's a tough one to take. And yeah, obviously seeing the boys go out there and you've worked hard all week to try to get in that position, it's hard, but it pushes you on, you know what I mean. There's always going to be that opportunity again, you just got to be there and take it.
And just in terms of Holland, they probably don't have the big name strikers that they would have had in the history, but I think you spent the goals around with someone like Weghorst or somebody who you watched or only played against him. Was Weghorst somebody you would have seen? Yeah, look, I was with him in pre-season. He was at Burnley for pre-season, so I know him, I've trained with him, I've played with him, I know kind of what he likes to do. So obviously that's kind of a positive for myself. You know, I think Nathan's played with him as well, so we both kind of understand how he plays. Look, he's a big player for him. He's physically big and he's going to be a handful. But we've got to look forward to it and, you know, meet it head on and hopefully get the win.
Any further questions, guys? Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.